lot of people ask me, hey Gabe, how long did it take you to lose all that weight? You lost 60 pounds. How long did it take you? Well, it took me about 5 years, really, to get to where I used to eat meat, and smoke cigarettes, and was a huge pothead, and I drank like 5 times a week, and I was, just headed in a bad direction, to where I am now as a raw vegan, running marathons, and just being really healthy. So back in 2007 is when I met my wife, Lori. We met in college, where she was a vegetarian, and as a challenge to myself, she was starting to date. We were starting to see each other and hang out a lot, and I said, I can try this. I can be a vegetarian. Let me do it. Let me try it for a week. And it was surprisingly easy. Like, it's really easy to give up meat. Super easy, especially with all like the meat alternatives like seitan and tofu and tempeh, and it's just really, really easy to not eat meat. So then I became a vegetarian, and I was a vegetarian until 2010. But even like I actually gained weight as a vegetarian. I gained a lot of weight because I was eating cheese with every meal. I think I was made of cheese. And I was eating the worst crap because I was pretty much just eating standard American diet, but as vegetarian alternatives. So I was still eating like veggie pizza, or I was still having hamburgers and fries and lots of fried food and like potato chips and crap, just processed crap. And I gained a lot of weight. I gained a ton of weight being a vegetarian. And then in 2009, I found the 80-10-10 by Dr. Douglas N. Graham, and I started reading about it, and I found Durian Rider's videos, and I saw some other people that were, thriving on a raw vegan diet, and I started watching like Michael Arnstein's videos, the fruitarian now, that's what he calls himself, and I just got really motivated and inspired by it, so I started eating more fruits and vegetables. And then I went on a juice fast because I saw the movie Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, and I started doing like 10-day juice fasts, and I actually did up to like about over a year ago, I did a 21-day juice fast, and I lost a bunch of weight. Like, I went down to 163 pounds, which is lighter than I am now, and it was like, I think I lost a bunch of muscle as well as fat, but I lost a lot of weight. And then after I came off of the juice fast, my hunger came back with a vengeance. Like, I couldn't be satisfied, so I just ate whatever I wanted to. I think I actually broke my fast with like bean burritos. Yeah. So I started to think about like where I really wanted to be, and this isn't something that's just going to happen overnight, because I didn't get fat and sick and have acne and stuff overnight. It happened as a process. So after I got married to my wife in 2010, we decided to go vegan together. And we're like, let's just not eat any more, no more dairy, no more eggs, no more honey, no more anything, okay? Let's just do this plant-based, okay? But even at that time, we weren't really 100% raw. I mean, I was more raw. I think I was eating more fruits and vegetables. I had a small blender at the time, and I was drinking smoothies and stuff. But I wasn't really concerned that I was trying. It was an attempt, but I still was pretty unhealthy. It wasn't until I really started like running and telling myself that I'm going to run the marathon this year, and I'm going to follow through with 80-10-10. And in August, when I said 100%, how am I going to have any results unless I do this 100%? And it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take months. This could take years of transforming myself into the place that I really want to be. So my journey from being like a meat eater, hardcore meat eater, with every single meal I had meat and processed crap, to where I am now, where I'm eating this just bananas and peaches, and most of my calories come from fruits and vegetables, some nuts and seeds. It's taken me 5 years, and I never did it for the animals. I never did. I wasn't a vegetarian for the animals. I wasn't a vegan for the animals. I was selfish You know, I did it for selfish reasons, for my own health and personal gains. But in that process, I have learned a lot of truths that are happening with like factory farming and how the you know, where milk comes from, and how the egg industry, even though you think like, oh, the chickens are going to produce the eggs anyways, but the fact is they have to create a bunch of new chickens, you know, because those chickens that are done supplying eggs go to slaughter, and then people eat those chickens, and then they have to produce more chickens, so they hatch a lot of the chickens. The male chickens are all destroyed. Male chickens, as soon as they're born in the egg industry, are either thrown into a grinder alive, or they're just thrown into huge garbage bags and killed that way, suffocated. And that's a truth that, like, you think, oh, I'm just eating an egg, it's not hurting anything. It's hurting a lot. It actually is causing a lot of death and pain. And I learned about that kind of stuff in factory farms and even free range, which is bullshit. Because there's a picture, I'll post it right here. I passed by this restaurant that said, it's in Chicago, you know, and they proudly serve, you know, they proudly serve free-range animals and humane slaughter and all this stuff, and they don't use antibiotics or anything. And then there's these pictures of these personified happy animals. It's such bullshit. That is such bullshit and marketing scheme. It's like me saying, you know, I love my friend Billy. He's so awesome and funny. Oh, I can't wait till Tuesday. I'm gonna kill him and eat him. It's bullshit. You know, there is no way to humanely slaughter something. There's absolutely no reason to eat meat for your own health, for the health of the environment, and for the health of the planet. There's no reason to. So that's been my journey. I'm still on the journey. Also, just wanted to address one thing where I get a lot of comments on my channel. I am super inspired by people who leave comments on my channel that are watching my progress, and they say some really beautiful, amazing things. And I get people who are just complete assholes who say really like rude, upsetting things. I had this one guy on my last video say, yeah, but if I quit eating meat, I'd be a skinny faggot like you. Okay, a couple things to address with that. First of all, there's lots of vegan bodybuilders, you know, like Derek Tresize and Jim Morris, and people that are really strong that are vegan, and I'm going to prove that because I'm going to gain a bunch of muscle, and people are going to see, like, hey, Gabe eats nothing but plants, and he's huge and strong, you know. That's where I'm going, but, you know, it's weird to say that you're going to be a skinny faggot if you give up meat. It's ridiculous. I know plenty of people who are vegan who are overweight and eat unhealthy because they're ethical vegans instead of for health reasons. Number two, you shouldn't be calling people names like that. It's rude. And I know a few gay men who are very strong and would like to teach you a lesson for saying stuff like that. So don't use bad language like that. People don't like it. Okay? It's offensive. And number three, I have a wife, man. And she is like gorgeous and amazing and beautiful. She's my soulmate, and I'm not gay. I don't have a problem. I have like lots of gay friends. Like, gay people are cool, but like calling people faggots, like, seriously, grow up. You know, for my wife and I, we've been talking about how we went vegan, and how I went vegetarian for her as a challenge. And I thought it was, you know, it became very, very easy. And then together, like, I kind of inspired her to go vegan after we got married. And then the more we progress on this journey, the more we care about the environment and animals' welfare and our own health and the health of our family and our friends. And it really has to do with each other, you know? Like, if I never met my wife, I wouldn't be where I am right now. I wouldn't have went vegan. I wouldn't have went vegetarian in the first place. She wouldn't have gone vegan either, probably. We don't know, but it's just funny how the love that we've had for each other has inspired us to it's made our love grow and our compassion grow, and it started with each other. You know, it started with just being there. It started with a challenge for me, but then it's grown into this great, all-encompassing, like, love for all living things and wanting the world to be healthy. So, thank you all very, very much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Peace and health.